I look so round. Okay, so today's topic, today's diary. It's what do I really need at this point in my life, and why do I want it? What do I really want at this point in my life, and why do I want it? It's a 1 in 100 questions from by Teal Swan. Yeah, I think it's just nice. It's gonna be nice getting the questions and like answer it in a video. Yeah. Okay. What do I really want? I want peace. I want peace. I really want peace in my life. What do I really want at this time in my life? I need. It is not just want. I need. I need to take care of myself. I need to take care of myself emotionally, mentally, and physically. I need to cultivate peace and love within me. I need to cultivate peace and love within me. So there is this expansion, love, and freedom, right? I will focus on love. Yes. Loving my own self. Loving myself. Me loving myself. Not asking for somebody else to love me for me. Not asking for my parents to love me for me, or my friends to love me for me. But while they can do it, they can do it. It doesn't mean that I will decline them. They can do it. When they do it, I will still accept it. But the things that I need to focus on and to actually do is to love my own self. Me, myself, loving myself. Just focus on that one. Just that one. It's been. I am 22 now, and the thing is that this February 2025. No, not February. I I felt like I have started loving myself since 2023. Yeah, no. 2021, 2022. Since the last year, the last months of 2022 until now, it's 3 years already. But it's always I feel like I am always at the start of loving myself. Always more to love myself. Always love myself more. And it is true. Like I always feel like I am at the start of something new. And of feeling something old. Yeah. It's very easy for me to judge myself as not doing enough and like not good enough and like not expert enough. But the thing is, that is not true. For me to be here, I need that 3 years. Yeah, for me to be here, to be able to be in this being, yeah, I need those 3 years. And for me to be able to reach the start of 2023, I needed all the years before, like 20 years previous, to be able to be there. Why do I need it? Why do I need to love myself? Gosh, I'm crumbling. I'm crumbling. Yeah, I'm crumbling. And I want to say that it is not that I haven't loved myself. It is easy to say that I have hated myself for 22 years, but it is not actually. I have loved myself for 22 years. It's just at the same time of me loving myself, I also hurt myself for 22 years. I was hurt, and I hurt myself too. And I was loved, and I loved myself too. Yeah, there are moments that I was loved by the same person that has hurt me, and that same person is also the person that I long for her love, for their love, and I attach myself to them too. I cannot say that I have hated myself for 22 years, or that I have treated myself very poor for 22 years, very poorly for 22 years. No. There are days that I go down, but years after years after years after years, it is always a build up. It is always a build up. Build up of pain and also build up of love. And therefore I thank myself that I am still here, that I have won every single battle alive. that I have won every single emotional and mental battles alive, alive, and that, yeah, I may not won that battle, won, I may not won, I may not have win, have won, I may not have won, and then like love myself more immediately, but I know after that winning, whatever it was, it is a build up of love, expansion, and freedom. Wow, I love. I've woe is me. In Vietnamese it is mình thương mình quá, thương quá. It can translate into pity. I pity myself, but pity doesn't carry the same emotions as thương. No. I have tried a lot. I've tried hard, and now I can add another layer into this story. If I feel like I am always at the first steps, like at the first steps of loving myself, at the first steps of something, because the thing is, it is not, it is beside the fact that I do actually feel like I am at the first steps. I do actually feel like I am at the first steps, always at the first steps. But it doesn't mean that am. It doesn't mean that I don't expand or develop. My intonation is weird. The thing is that for me to always be at the first steps, it means that I am always expanding, and because I am always expanding, it is always new. Yeah, it is always new. And because it is new, and therefore it's gonna feel like I'm at the first steps. No, it is feeling like I am at the first steps of something, even though like it it is easy to feel like I do not develop, I do not expand, because there is this idea that was sold to us that if we are an expert, we will be so familiar with one thing, and we will be so we will know everything. Like we will know everything, and we will be so familiar with it, and we will not feel like a beginner. No. Like we will be so familiar with it, we will know a lot, we will be an expert, we will be able to answer every fucking questions throwing at us about this topic. And that things are not gonna be very new to us. Even if we feel new, we will not feel anything. Yeah. There is this feeling of boredom, and of calm, of peace, and of it is as if there is not many colors. This feeling of boredom that goes with expertise. That if we are an expert at something and we are getting more of an expert at something, we are getting more of boredom about that thing. And so therefore, if we feel like we are always at the first step of something, it means that we are not an expert at that thing. And now today, no. Some might feel boring. Some might not feel boring at all. It might feel challenging. The more we become an expert at that thing, the more we feel challenged. Some might feel so happy. The more we get that, the more we feel happy. And some might feel calmer and calmer and calmer. Some might not. It's just, I just get like opened up. I feel like I myself just get opened up. There's no one. Definition about expertise and about the feeling that links with expertise. There's no one box. There's no one box that like got imposed on it. No. Expert, becoming more of an expert at something, can feel like new and like first steps. Like the more you become an expert at that thing, the more you feel like you are at the first steps of that thing. Like you always feel like you are at the first steps of that thing. Like even though you have done it for quite a long time already, you always feel like that. No, I am getting deeper. I'm getting deeper at it. I am not the me 3 years ago, or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago. I'm not. And it's true that I also have a lot of things to talk about, but it's just, it seems like that is a feeling signature of me when I follow something. That's like, yeah, it's like it's a feeling signature of me going on the right path. Yeah. To feel like there is always something new and something more to learn about, something more to practice, deeper, broader, something more. It's always something more. It's not the right definition for everything. It's just, it seems like it is my feeling signature when I am on the right path. It opens up. Well, because because in my 3 pillars, love, expansion and freedom, because it is always expanding, and because it is always expanding, it is always gonna be new, because expanding is not the same. Coming back to the original question, what do I need in this time in my life, and why do I need it? I need to love myself. I need to focus on loving myself. I love myself. Love myself. Yeah. And I intend to focus on it. To drop things that are not alike. Not allied. Not alike. Like not aligned. Things, beliefs, emotions, everything that are not aligned anymore. Yeah. Just drop it, and focus on loving myself. Just focus on 1 to 2 practice on loving myself. It is not that I focus on one thing and 99 other things stay the same. No, I learned that I just need to focus. Some people are gonna be different, okay? But to me, I learned that when I just focus on one thing, and all the things, there is this ripple effect. I focus on one thing and it's gonna ripple into other things too. So if I focus on loving myself, my whole life will vibrate in the frequency of loving myself my whole life. Oh. Close the box, add into, and throwing out things that are not alike. That is what I need right now. Yeah. I wanna send love, self-love, and peace, 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 yeah, peace to you too. I want that one day I can look at those people that I can look at the 2 people that I choose to feel so regretful towards, and smile, a happy smile. I wish that I can smile at them. smile that can send them this feeling of happiness in me, this feeling of happiness and gratitude in me, and not a smile that makes them feel heavy with regrets. I had my first breakup, and yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what can happen in the future, but I know that me myself determined to make it an official breakup once and for all with this person. Yeah. I'm not coming back. Not because I hate him, not but because it has to end. And it has to end. It has to end. It simply has to end. It has to. It has to. We are not that compatible. And so I love him, and I wanna thank him for stepping up and end the relationship for me, because gosh, the me back then the me back then could not have done it. I am talking about all this because I wanna keep this, because this is my diary, right? I wanna keep this maybe for the next months, years. I can look back and see how long I've come, how far I've come. Will I ever stop crying? Will I ever stop crying? Will I? What if I will cry once a month to the rest of my life? I don't know. If I do cry once a month to the rest of my life, it must be right. Like, it must be my way of living. Right? I don't know. I don't think there is anything as right. I just just leave. I don't think there's anything else right. We just or wrong. We just leave. Just leave. Everything is right. Because it happened. So it's like it feels wrong when it's something unwanted, and it feels right when it's something wanted. But the thing is we can look at the past and see that the things that happened were, well, they are not what we wanted now, and so we judge them as wrong. Maybe not me, but actually it was what I thought as great back then. Like, yeah, this day a sister of mine told me that she hoped that one day I can forgive myself for all the things that I couldn't have known. It hits me so deep because it is true. I look back and I judge myself and I hate myself for having done all of that instead of pity myself, love myself, thương myself for not knowing what I am knowing, yet had to fight through all that, like for all the strength that I have had to fight, to stay, to live, to be here. I thank myself. I thank myself. Yeah, let's sleep. Let's sleep now. Yo yo yo. I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. I know. I know. I know that I want to have a boyfriend, to have a husband, to have my little family, but at the same time, I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. And I always have this vision of me being old, living in a big mansion, and in that vision I just look up in the sky, spend most of my day sky gazing, and then when it's time to eat, there's a person calling out to me, telling me that it's time to eat, and like getting me to eat. I do not suffer from any disease. I simply just sit there, watch the sky, and and hear the voice and hear the notice, and then okay, let's go eat. But there was just two people in that vision. And that person telling me to go eat, that person is an employee and not even my family. And so I really wonder, what if it is gonna be true, that I'm gonna grow out, work, and be with my caretakers, employ my caretakers, and not having any family. What if it's true? And so I just think it's okay. I just think to myself, it's okay if I have myself. It's okay. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be okay. I hope that it is not that my husband has died and I have to go through that. It's painful. I don't want to. And you see, we as humans want to live happily ever after. The thing is, we can't really live happily ever after. We will have to face grief. We will have to face goodbyes. And goodbyes are not gonna be happy, especially it's more of fear. It's more fear and sadness and panic than and maybe a hint of happiness. Yeah. I guess it's our hardship, our challenge, coming from energy that doesn't really experience this emotional conflict, emotional pain, coming from pure energy into this structure, this construct of so much conflict. That we want happiness, but also got built in resistance to non-happiness that builds up our own conflict nature. Ugh. It's 40 minutes already. It's a good 40 minutes of thinking. I wonder, who am I? Is everybody think is everybody does everybody think a lot like me? What do they think about? I bet that there are a lot of people. I bet that everybody thinks a lot, but everybody doesn't think about the same thing, and that makes us the same, alike, and unique at the same time. Oh my god. I feel like I'm convinced that I'm a creative or an artist. I just don't know what my art is. But one day I'll know. One day I'll know. One day I'll know what my art is. Goodbye. Goodbye for now. See you tomorrow with the next question. Yeah, 100 video. 100 questions. Let's go. Let's go. I thank myself for showing up for today, and I thank myself for pulling and for holding on to this, even though it's not gonna be consistent, like daily, like the sun. After all, I have more feminine energy in me, so it's gonna be cyclical. It's gonna be wave, or it's gonna be more of the lunar cyclical nature than the daily of the sun.